Hey everyone, welcome back to COT Presents Teen Talks with Anushka. Today's topic is deep, real, a bit uncomfortable maybe, but so important. We are talking about toxic households. The kind of pain that doesn't always leave bruises but leaves lifelong scars. लोग अक्सर कहते हैं घर की बातें घर में ही रहनी चाहिए बट वॉट ऑफ दोज वेरी बातें आर ब्रेकिंग समवन फ्रॉम द इनसाइड लेट्स ओपन दैट डोर टुगेदर and question what is a toxic household. If you think toxic households mean only violence or abuse, it's time to rethink that definition. Toxicity doesn't always mean shouting or slapping. It also shows up in silence and neglect. In homes where there's zero respect, where emotions are ignored or dismissed, where parents constantly control or criticize, or where love becomes a reward, not a given. घर एक जगह होता है जहाँ हम सीखते हैं कि कैसे जीना है, प्यार क्या होता है, सेल्फ वर्थ क्या होती है. बट इफ दैट स्पेस बिकम्स टॉक्सिक इट अफेक्ट्स एवरीथिंग, योर कॉन्फिडेंस, योर रिलेशनशिप्स, इवन योर आइडिया ऑफ लव. Now let's move forward and talk about types of toxic households. Number 1. Homes with constant fights and disrespect. जहाँ हर बात पे लड़ाई होती हो, जहाँ पेरेंट्स एक दूसरे को इंसल्ट करते हो, बच्चा वहाँ क्या सीखता है? He starts to believe that relationships is equal to arguments, that love equals shouting, that disrespect is normal. A kid growing up in this environment doesn't just lose peace, they lose their definition of healthy love. A quick data check. According to Indian Journal of Psychiatry, nearly 25% of Indian children witness parental violence regularly, impacting their emotional growth and relationships. Number 2, over control and neglect. The two extremes. Some homes control every breath their child takes, from friends to career to thoughts. और कुछ घरों में पेरेंट्स होते तो हैं पर सिर्फ फिजिकल प्रेजेंस के फॉर्म में. दोनों ही केसेस में बच्चा या तो रेबल बन जाता है या फिर अपने इमोशंस को दबा देता है, and both result in emotional damage. Gaslighting and emotional abuse. Gaslighting is when someone makes you doubt your own feelings, memories or reality. तुम overreact कर रहे हो, तुम्हें कुछ समझ नहीं आता. When parents say this constantly, kids stop trusting their own emotions. They grow up thinking their pain isn't valid. And that's not just unfair, it's dangerous. Let's move forward and talk about role of parents more than just providers. Parents are supposed to be safe spaces, but when they themselves are emotionally broken, they sometimes pass down their trauma instead of love. Let's break this down. Fathers more than ATM machines. Fathers shape how boys treat women and girls expect to be treated. A father who respects his wife and daughter teaches his son respect. But a father who shouts, controls, or stays emotionally absent creates a generation that confuses fear with power. For example, a boy who sees his dad ignore or dominate his mom will grow up doing the same. A girl who sees her mom silently suffering will grow up thinking this is just how life is. A quick fact. UNICEF notes that children mimic conflict, resolution, and emotional expression modeled by parents. If that model is unhealthy, the damage runs deep. Mothers. Silent suffering is not strength. We say mothers are warriors, and they are. But silent suffering isn't strength, it's emotional surrender. A mother who endures abuse in silence unknowingly teaches her daughter to do the same, and her son that it's okay to treat women badly. I want to share this story, a very quick story with you. It's a story of Meera. Meera's husband who used to abuse her daily, emotionally, physically, everything. Her kids watched everything, but she never spoke. Result? Her own son became short-tempered just like his father. Her daughter tolerated abuse in her own marriage. Meera didn't just lose her life, she passed on a legacy of pain. National Family Health Survey data says that 86% of Indian women who face domestic violence never report it. Not to family, friends, or authority, anyone. They don't just report it. Domestic violence against men. Domestic abuse isn't just a women issue. Men suffer too, but they are taught to stay silent. Let's talk numbers. A study in Haryana found 52.4% of men reported experiencing domestic abuse. 51.5% said that they had experienced physical abuse from their wives or partners. A Cambridge study found that 29 out of every 1,000 Indian men are victims of domestic violence, and the number is rising. But no one talks about it because मर्द को डर नहीं होता, no legal protection under India's DV laws, fear of being mocked or falsely accused. Boys raised in these homes grow up confused, thinking real men tolerate pain. But pain has no gender, and abuse has no excuse. So, this was it. Toxicity in household is real, it's painful, and it's more common than we admit. In next episode, we'll talk about society's role in trapping people in toxic marriages, how this mindset damage generations, and most importantly, how to break the cycle. If this episode made you think, share it with someone who needs to hear it. This is Tanushka signing off part 1 of this powerful series. Take care of your mental peace and always remember you deserve a home that feels like home. See you soon in the next part. Until then, take care and bye. Thank you.